me a whole club is getting jiggy. They turn up to Tupac and Biggie. Out of my city, nobody fucking with me. Back on my bully. Feel like a bully.
Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Maxi here, and in today's tutorial I'll show you guys how to sort of sniper build up, as you just saw in the intro. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so in this tutorial basically I'll show you guys how to sort of timer map the clip. I'll show you some of the effects I usually add to when I sniper build up, just like that. Obviously, first of all, you need the clip. I'm actually gonna leave the link to this clip and overall the whole project file in the description, so make sure you download that if you want some presets, or just so you're kind of lazy and just don't want to watch the whole video. It doesn't really matter. But if you're kind of a beginner and really want to understand what I'm doing, I would suggest you to watch all of the video. And yeah, obviously this clip is very good since the snipe is very long. And yeah, obviously you want to start with the timer mapping right here. I use Twixtor. If you want the project file to this original site, which I used in the Call Me Maybe video, which almost has 300k views, which is kind of mind-blowing in my opinion, you can get my editing pack. Link's gonna be down below in the description. The project file to the Call Me Maybe video is included in there, so if you want that, make sure you check that out. So for the timer mapping, basically you want to sync both the impact and the shot, obviously, and depending on how long you want the basically like music pause or like the sniper build up to be, you obviously want to timer map it like that. For me right here, it's 2 seconds long, which is pretty long. You can't really do that with every sniper clip. The bullet really has to travel like a huge distance for that, really. But you could also probably time that really well with the Twixtor values. For me, I just kind of skipped the snipe right here by putting this to 750 and then to 10, all the way down to 10 basically. Like 10 is like an overall value, which is like pretty low, which I usually always use as well. You can only take dubs with Twixtor. You obviously have some downsides as well. But yeah, if you want this super cool slow-mo effect, Twixtor is really the only way to go with right here, as velocity would just look horrible basically. And yeah, just copy my settings right here, go on the impact, sort of go 5-6 frames to the left, like right here I went there, like 6 frames to the left. Make that 10, make that a slow fade, and on the impact make it something between 500 and 800, and then go 10 frames to the right, and then basically make it 30. You really want the slow-mo to be kind of clean. Obviously these exact values won't work for every single clip, so definitely vary with those values, because they're 100% not going to work for every single clip. Just try to keyframe something a bit different, try to lower the values, try to higher them a bit maybe. Those really work for this clip. As you can see, the snipe gets fully skipped right here, and it slows down again when the AR gets pulled out basically. And yeah, what we want to do now obviously is start with some effects. Obviously you can use a build-up shake right here. Just use this one right here. What you really want to do with this build-up shake is let it like start like slightly after the shot, like right here, and then make another keyframe like right here, and then set that to 0.2, and obviously set that to 0, and now delete that first keyframe. Now go like 5 frames to the right on the impact, and now set that to 0 again, obviously. Then as you can see right now already, we have this clean little build-up shake, which is slide right here, and now it gets bigger and bigger, and on the impact it's pretty big, and then it turns down to 0 again. So yeah, that is basically our build-up shake. Obviously we need a impact shake as well. This shake is included in my editing pack as well, which I'm not gonna leak to you guys right now. So yeah, make sure you get that editing pack if you want to. Go like 3 frames to the left, make that 0, and obviously at the end of the clip make that 0, and then fast fade that. Always fast fade that, boys. And yeah, that's probably gonna look pretty good, as you can see right here. Slight little shake. You can obviously use your own tilt shakes whatsoever, doesn't really matter. But yeah, if you need a clean shake, make sure you check out my editing pack. That is basically our shakes done. We can add a impact shake as well, like a dissolve shake right here. Yeah, basically you go 1, 2, 3 as well, and then make that 0 and let that end like sort of right here. Make that 0 and fast fade that as well. Delete the first keyframe right here as well, of course, just like that. And now we have this clean little dissolve shake as well as an impact, which is kind of nice, I think. And yeah, that's basically our shakes done already. Now we can get over to the effects. So what we obviously need is a magic bullet looks color correction, or just a secondary color correction, it doesn't really matter. Well, I use magic bullet looks, and yeah, I literally did not hesitate at all, and I put all these color corrections, like literally all those color corrections, they're in my editing pack, like literally 50+ color corrections right here, and they're basically all over edited. So yeah, if you want any of those color corrections, I don't really know what to choose for this one right now, but I'm probably gonna go for the clean dark purple since this looks so good in my opinion. Usually put that behind the Twixter, it doesn't really matter, but I can just sort of like see right now how to build up the strength with the magic bullet looks, and obviously want to cut it on the impact. So basically right here it's gonna turn down to 0, and yeah, I sort of want to fade it in. So yeah, I'm usually time those with those 2 keyframes around the shot impact basically. So make that 0, and then I kind of smooth fade that sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. See how that looks. We're actually gonna fast fade that. I think it's gonna look better. Yeah, that's definitely gonna look better in my opinion. Okay, that looks pretty good already in my opinion. And as you can see right here, just cuts out at the impact, which is what we kind of want to achieve. And yeah, now we go over to the rain effect, which is nothing other than just the plugin BCC rain. Right here, just the default one, doesn't really matter. As you can see, the rain is pretty big right here. This looks pretty fine in my opinion. And obviously you want to animate the rain amount, and you sort of want to move that up here as well, since you kind of need to animate that like the looks as well. And yeah, I usually always start like right here, and then let it basically rain when the character is visible fully, which would be sort of right here. Yeah, right here. And yeah, obviously turn that down to 0, and then she's gonna slow fade that, and then turn that down as well. As you can see right now, the rain starts falling, and the rain gets heavier as soon as the character goes out of scope, which is pretty nice. And then, well, I just cut it basically right here, same like as the magic bull looks. But you can try slow fade that out as well. And as you can see, the rain basically stops on the impact right here, which is kind of clean. And yeah, what we can do now obviously is change the hue, just use hue set bright. Yeah, what I usually do is animate the hue, obviously change it to HSL, animate the hue. And now I go sort of like a bit before the impact, like not a lot, as you can see right here, maybe something like this. And now I usually just drag that up all the way right here. And as you can see right now, the colors basically rotate and change. This is kind of optional, but as you can see, it's kind of a cool effect. But yeah, what you can do now is obviously put on a wave. Like, it doesn't really matter. I just use the default plugin right here. This is my preset for the wave. And yeah, you want to animate the amplitude, basically the horizontal amplitude. And the keyframes for the wave is pretty weird. But you basically gotta make one when the wave should start. So let's say like right here it should start, and now we basically turn this down to 0. And as you can see, it basically instantly starts, as you can see right here. Now you can see the wave does its thing, and now we obviously need to turn it down right here, horizontal amplitude to 0. You can see right here now the wave does its thing, and it turns down to 0 right here. And now there's no more waves. This is a pretty cool side effect, I would say. It's not really necessary, but I use it personally. For the impact, you can also use some defocus right here. I usually add this defocus right here, as you can see. It's kind of cool effect, I would say. It's sort of like lens blur, but a bit better in my opinion. But yeah, like right here, you can just set that to 0. Fade out, fast fade that. But yeah, as you can see, you can sort of add that defocus right here and then just fade it out like that. Kind of acts like a nice little impact, I would say, impact effect, sort of like a lens blur. It's really optional though. And yeah, what I usually do as well is obviously add some HSL adjust right here. Yeah, just put that all the way up to 2 and then just keyframe that. Go on the impact, set that to 0, or no, well, 1 basically, and then just let it fade out. Yeah, this is like a nice little effect I usually use as well. What we can do now is obviously add a glow as well, and I usually like to turn this black, basically like a black glow, as you can see right here, to kind of build up to the effect. Well, just basically don't use it as an impact glow, obviously. Obviously turn that down to 0 right here, this looks horrible, but yeah, as a sort of build-up glow, especially with the color correction, this goes very, very well in my opinion. And yeah, just copy those settings, and basically just, yeah, if you want to, you can always add that. As you can see right here on the shoulder, for example, of the skin, you can like kind of see how the glow does a thing right here. If you want to, you can now add a pinch punch effect all on top. Normal pinch punch right here. It doesn't look too good on like a sniper build-up in my opinion, but it's really up to you. You can obviously use any other effect you want. Obviously slow fade that, turn that to 0 right here. As you can see right now, the pinch punch does a thing. Yeah, that's basically already gonna be the end of the tutorial. That were like a bunch of effects I used for my sniper build-up. You can obviously use any other effect you want to, but these are just like a few of the ones I use. As I said earlier, if you want all of my effects from the original video, the Call Me Maybe video, I would suggest you to buy my editing pack, which obviously includes the Call Me Maybe project file. And yeah, thank everyone so much for the support recently. I really hope this tutorial was a bit helpful at least. Make sure you check out my Twitter and Instagram. I'll be following a bunch of you back. Just DM me and I got you. As I said, the project file to this one is gonna be down below in the description as well, so make sure you get that. And yeah, until the next one, have a great day and peace out.